Hey, crypto peeps, what's up? It's the crypto curator. I know it's a little bit late today. It's 1:50 in the afternoon. I didn't get a chance to put one out this morning, but I still want to bring you guys the top three articles that was from this morning. I actually had to go get my physical today, and this is something I want to put out there for all you in crypto land. Your health is important. Make sure that you're getting checked up at the doctor, getting your physicals done, making sure you check on the inside as much as on the outside. I think that's really important. Health is always key to everything else because without your health, you really can't do anything else. But that said, I've had a packed day, but how about the market? It's absolutely exploding. Let me take you over to the screen that I want to share with you guys so you can get a good look at this along with me. So as you can see, thanks to Brave New Coin, appreciate you guys for doing a stellar job at putting together the statistics. By the way, if you haven't had an opportunity to listen to the Crypto 101 podcast with Matthew Aaron interviewing Fran, the CEO of Brave New Coin, you really should take a listen to that and see why this platform is truly valuable in the information that it's providing to us. But the market's doing great. I mean, 5,100, I heard that we could possibly see 6,000 sometime soon, possibly 7. So as you can only imagine, I think we can officially say we are thawing out of this winter right in time for spring to break. So I'm super excited. But what really blows my mind is look at what's number 5. Bitcoin Cash jumped out of nowhere, overtook EOS. And if we're not careful, it's going to overtake Litecoin. We could be looking at Bitcoin Cash being number 4. That would blow my mind. Anyway, okay, let's move on from that and let's start talking about the top articles of the day. I'm going to switch over to the first one I want to talk about, and I'm trying to pick which one. I think I want to go with PayPal. How about this? PayPal is investing in a digital identity-focused blockchain startup in an apparent first. When you start seeing things like this happen, again, pay attention. These are significant. It says, in an apparent first, global online payments firm PayPal has made an investment in a blockchain startup, one that focuses on leveraging the technology to give users more control over their digital identities. Digital identity is one of what I consider to be a killer app for blockchain technology. Why? Because if we can have digital identities that we control, and I mean, again, this has to be on the public blockchain, not a private blockchain where the government has control, but on the public blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain, then I think we can truly live in what I call a frictionless society where things around us interact with us in ways we've never been able to before because those devices know they are, in fact, interacting with the person that they're supposed to. So if I were to walk up to a door, access control of buildings could go away because the building could recognize Paul's at the door, open the door for Paul. If it's not time for me to come in, it won't let me in. You get the picture that I'm talking about. Anyway, I think this is pretty exciting and interesting to see PayPal jumping in. And the next article is A16Z moves to place a bigger bet on high-risk assets, including crypto. Now, I don't know if many of you know my story, but I've been aware of Bitcoin since 2011. I was paying attention back then. I'm not going to even try and say that I was in 2011 because I wasn't that smart. I was like everybody else, skeptical as all get out. But the moment I saw Andreessen Horowitz put $25 million into Coinbase, I knew this was ready to rock and roll, and that's when I knew that it was time to play. Now you have A16Z, Andreessen Horowitz, says can now back crypto startups with potentially up to $1 billion after reportedly making some internal changes. That's a lot of dry powder, whatever you want to call it, to put to work. What do you think is going to happen when this $1 billion get hard at work funding these companies? You think Barry Silbert has done a number over at DCG. You haven't seen anything yet, and I think Andreessen Horowitz is going to show us what that's all about. Last but not least, Bitcoin Lightning Network reaches milestone $5 million in capacity. Again, these are significant things. Why? Because with the Lightning Network, this has been the second chain or off-chain solution to creating a network where we could actually begin to use and spend money transaction without having high fees. Now, with the market taking off again, I believe I saw an article reporting that we're starting to see fees increase on the Bitcoin blockchain once again. With Lightning, this is going to solve that. And with this Lightning Network hitting this milestone, we're seeing a continual growth in the Lightning Network. Before you know it, it's going to be pervasive. It'll be everywhere. We know Anthony Pompliano is trying to pitch to Kroger to use Lightning Network. Who else will eventually decide to possibly adopt the Lightning Network and begin to use it for commerce? Now, I will say I'm not a big fan of using cryptocurrency until we can get the taxonomy tax, the Token Taxonomy Act passed in Congress, and they remove the tax burden for retail folks when we spend cryptocurrencies, because I'm not interested in paying taxes on my cryptocurrency purchases. You get that removed, I think we're going to see mass adoption in a big way. Okay, the podcast I want to highlight is What Bitcoin Did. Peter McCormick does an amazing job at interviewing with his podcast. He's talking with Christian Decker, an introduction to the Lightning Network. I think you all should listen to it. Unfortunately, I haven't even listened to it yet because I've been on a run today, but I'm about to listen to it as soon as I get done with this broadcast. So I'm going to stop that. I'll come back on screen. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone checking out this channel. On Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, myself, Brian Swan, Fibbo Swanee, and Bobby Adkins will be back once again with Support and Resistance. I'm asking you guys to tune in. If you want to know where we're headed in this next run-up, you will tune into our show right here on the Crypto Curator channel. And until then, you guys have a great day.